Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. Tonight, we are back here at Rockingham, North Carolina, at Rockingham Speedway, and we are doing it truck style tonight. We have, let's see, what is it, 130 laps with 55% fuel, 3 sets of tires, and three sets of tires, 3 green, white checkers, and 1 fast repair. So it should be a pretty exciting race, as this track is a very tricky track. Even here in the trucks, we will see trucks probably getting loose coming out of turn number 2 and possibly out of turn number 4. But we are going to go to our point system and see how we are stacking up coming into this race. And it looks like Cody Brown is going to be in that top spot. Nathan Lafayette, he is going to be second. Marshall Johnson is going to be sitting in third. Billy Davison sitting in fourth. Ray Courtney sitting in fifth. Christopher Alkire is going to be sixth. He's going to be down 1 position from the week prior. Jack Nudemacher is going to be 7th. Mark Kincaid going to be 8th. Curtis Ecker going to be 9th. Zachary Stephen working his way up the ladder in 10th. Jared Stone is going to be 11th. Robert Gray is going to be in 12th. Miss Amanda, good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening, Richard. I am good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Just going through a little bit of points, and we stopped off at Robert Gray. If you want to take it from there.
I actually do not have that up yet. I know. I'm terrible tonight. Running a little bit. We had some additional updates on iRacing's end, and that's my bad because I should have been on earlier.
Well, I'll go through the points so we can get to...
All right, you said you left off at...
Robert Gray.
Robert Gray, number 12. Or am I looking at the wrong one?
You're right.
All right. So, number 12 of Robert Gray, sitting in 13th. Lucas Reed, 14th. Stephen Light. Did I say that? Light. That's right. 15th, Joel Munchell. 16th, Chase Greer. 17th, Zachary Margison. 18th, Damon Nagel. 19th is Sean Anderson. 20th is Austin Harris. 21st, Cody Johnson. 22nd, Jeremy Scherer. 23rd, Cliff Mullins. 24th, James Manderud. 25th, Kyle Chafin. 26th, Ryan Von Henschel. Sitting in 27th position is Perrin Huggins. 28th is Willie Evernham. 29th is going to be Christopher Smith. 30th is Corey Deal. 31st, Lyle Mitchell. I feel like I said that name already. 32nd is going to be Dylan Hervat, and 33rd is going to be Christopher Isaacs. 34th is Jacob Prince. Sitting in 35th is Dakota Long, and 36th is going to be Jeffrey Rudick.
Well, you did a wonderful job, a better job than I can do going through those points, and we just got a sub, and that is going to be Chase McGrady, and we also got a few others out there in the chat. We just want to say hello, and one is saying, go Lyle Mitchell. We just want to say hello to everybody that is joining us here this evening on your Tuesday night. We're glad to have you. Should have some exciting race, but while we are waiting for them to finish up their qualifying laps, let's take a moment and let's hit the national anthem. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
All right, and we are back, and it looks like everybody is gridded up, and we are getting ready to make our parade lap. And it looks like Stephen Light was able to grab the number 1 spot, so he's going to be sitting on the pole. And it looks like Dakota Long is going to be sitting in second. And one second. Let me get a better camera angle so we can see these cars. Dakota Long going to be sitting in second. Looks like Robert Gray. He pulled off the third. Looks like Nathan Lafayette pulled off fourth. Jared Stone is going to be sitting in fifth. Zach Stevens is going to be sitting in sixth. It looks like Mark Kincaid is going to be sitting in seventh. Curtis Ecker qualified in the top 10. Good job by him. He is going to be sitting eighth. Von Henschel is going to be sitting ninth. 10th is going to be Marshall Johnson. 11th is going to be, looks like Sean Anderson. And Chase Greer is going to be sitting 12th. Amanda?
Oh, hold on 1 second, Richard. We're having some issues with SDK.
13th is going to be Lyle Mitchell. 14th is going to be Willie Evernham. Sorry. Cody Brown is going to be in the 15th position. Lucas Reed is going to be sitting 16th. And it looks like he is in the pits. He might be starting for the pits. Christopher Alkire. We are already green flag racing. Well, we are going back to the green flag, and it looks like we're going to have a caution already. It looks like the 43 is going to be around, so yellow flag is going to fly already. Looks like Christopher Alkire was involved. Looks like Lucas Reed, he's going to be involved, I believe, and Billy Davidson. So let's go take a look and see what happened. Amanda, you doing all right? So that did not show us what happened.
Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. So, you ready to go back to that crash?
Absolutely. We'll do a side-by-side and let you take a look and see what happened.
All right. So, I did get a notification that Billy Davidson crashed. I don't know what else happened other than
All right.
it's like a spin out and a crash. Go back a little bit. Are they? They're all spinning out back there.
It happened right there on the restart, and looks like it happened with Christopher Alkire. Looks like it started with him and
To this. So no sooner do we get a green flag, we have... Oh, looks like he may have lost control.
well, we got some great looking paint schemes out there. Of course, there is going to be Stephen Light out there in front. We got Robert Gray in that Superflow motor oil, number 46. Dakota Long going to be in that Valvoline number 5. Is going to be the Battle of the Oils. Jared Stone, he is going to be in the Polaroid Supercolor. Haven't seen a paint scheme like that in quite a while. Mark Kincaid is in his primary arms, number 54. And it looks like Nathan Lafayette, he is going to be in that Penguins brand coffee. Lafayette, sorry. Caught it.
Looks like Zach Stevens has his Daytona Hydro Dip. Ryan Von Henchel's going to be rocking the, it's like Miller, not Miller Lite.
Curtis Ecker going to be rocking that SBGN. Marshall Johnson. Got the Coca-Cola.
Coke Zero.
Sean Anderson, let's see. We got Hunt's Brothers Pizza. Gotta love it. I love Hunt's Brothers Pizza.
Well, Chase Greer's over here rocking the Skittles.
Oh, yeah. Lyle Mitchell got a nice looking patriotic scheme out there, and I believe that was probably painted by Mr. Chris Isaac. I love it. Honor for the fallen.
Cody Brown in his Tide truck. Joel Munchell in his Tasmanian Devil.
Haha, love that. Jeff Rudick, rocking the Cheetos, the cheese that goes crunch. Cody B. Johnson, he is out there in the Haviland. Man, we got some oil trucks out here tonight.
Well, I'm kind of mad.
So it's gonna
Trading
be,
Paints is not liking me today.
oh,
Your
yeah.
Reload Paints. Because I have Jeffrey Rudick in an all-black 74 truck.
Nope. Make sure your numbers are not hidden because you did do an update in your
Oh,
graphics.
you know what?
The Nestle Quick
Good
car.
call, but a good call.
Nestle Quick of Lucas Reed. We got Jack Nudemacher in his Tilla Valhalla project truck. And we got Billy Davidson. He is going to be in that number 7 stack up ride. Two wonderful organizations that do everything they can for veterans. Damon Nagel, he is going to be in You're Never Alone, another green flag is out, and Stephen Light, he is going to be on the gas and trying to get
Jeffrey Rudick just crashed everybody out.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, not quite everybody, but he took a few cars with him.
So the caution has not flown yet, so we are going to be green flag racing, and it looks like Light is going to be out to a pretty good start, and there is the caution with the
There's a caution.
74 right there on the bottom side. So his truck might be toast. He got a couple of trucks in one lap down. It looks like Damon Nagel, he is going to be the first truck one lap down, so he will get his lap back. And so second caution at lap number 7, and we're going to go. What happened there? Was that? Ooh, goodness.
Looks like he lost control.
So the restarts are going to be a factor here.
I love how the realistic smoke is coming out.
Well,
Did you see that?
yeah. Well, our caution flag is presented by Genesis Aviation, proud sponsor of the Old Glory Racing League. And there is Light out front. Now, Robert Gray, he did drop back down to third. Dakota Long did make it around that number 46 Superflow. So, Robert Gray, now we did talk to Robert Gray earlier earlier on, and he said it's going to be all about consistency here tonight. A lot of people were putting fast times, in at practice, but he said, the fast times are not consistent times, so you don't want to burn your stuff up too quick. So we're going to see, we're probably going to see Robert Gray just pace himself and try to get his truck on the podium. Where were they at last week? God, I can't even remember.
I forgot.
Yeah, me too.
I forgot.
Long work days. It gets hectic. Everybody understands, especially if you work long hours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they were at Charlotte last week.
I started to say you should remember that, but I think you raced in the cars, not the trucks last week.
Yeah, something like that, maybe.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Well, if you're not first and if you're last, you're not there.
He's right.
Oh, look, the trainee has arrived.
He is right.
Apologize, I was loading my sim. Sorry, guys. How y'all doing?
Good. Glad you could join us there, Mark. And I want to let our viewers know that we do have Mark, as was able to get our website up and going. And he's done a really good job. So thank you, Mark. We want to thank you. Definitely go check it out. It is still in progress, but go check it out. Let us know that you did go and check it out. And We're going to try to improve it every day that we have time. And like I said, Mark has done a very, very good job at putting that together. You know, it does have a little bit of bios about us. So, you know, if you want to get to know a little bit more about us, hey, go check it out. It's southernbroadcastgn.com. All right, it looks like we are double file once again. It looks like Stephen Light is going to take that high line, and that looks like it's going to be the line to be in, and it looks like we may have a, nope. I thought we had a truck getting out of the line there, and it looks like this is a very big field, 25 cars, well, 24, because Perrin Huggins is not in the race. But getting ready to go back green. We'll throw the track map up so you can see where everybody is at. And we'll go ahead and throw that tower back up there so we can see how much of a jump that
green flag.
that 74 or excuse me 97 gets. And it looks like 97 is going to have a heck of a run. It looks like the 66 of Jared Stone, he is going to have a run on the outside. He's going to make his way around the 46. 46 is going to be able to fight right back. That's going to be Robert Gray fighting on the inside, but he's going to go down a couple positions as he has who's that? Mark Kincaid actually making his pass on the bottom also. So he's going to tuck his truck right there behind the 54. He's going to lose a few positions, but he, like I said, he is looking to pace himself, you know, for that long run. Hopefully we will see it as we've gotten past the green flag lap. So that's a really good job by these guys of getting through that restart. And it looks like the top two are going to try to break away. They have already put themselves out about a second over Stone in third place. Amanda, what you see?
I'm watching the single file race, which is watching the 91 of Willie Evernham and the 19 of Curtis Ecker kind of battle it out back here for the 12th position.
Yep, and it's
17 of Cody Brown has hopped in there and assisted. And Willie Evernham is out in 11th, and Cody Brown is in 12th, and Curtis is stuck in 13th.
oh, there is that Tide ride. It looks so
You love
good.
them Tide Pods.
Oh yes, I was stuck on game for a little while, and then I noticed them Tide Pods. I do not promote that, by the way. just so we don't get banned or something, but we got a battle between the two, and that's going to be Von Henschel. He's going to be on the outside of Nathan Lafayette, and they are going to be side by side going into turn number one, coming out of turn number two, and they are going to be on the backstretch. It looks like Von Henschel is going to stay behind that 00 of Nathan Lafayette. So great little battle by those two. Mark Kincaid is got a mirror full of that Superflow number 46 of Robert Gray. Robert Gray looking on the inside, going into turn number one. Is he going to be able to get there? He is going to try to make the pass on the bottom side. Mark Kincaid might have the run off the corner, but they are still going to be side by side. And I see your Skittles truck back there, and it looks like Robert Gray was able to get past Mark Kincaid.
Yes, he was.
Well, you got the Skittles truck of Chase Greer. He is definitely tasting the rainbow tonight, working that high level line. Sorry. It's in my nature. Oh, Lyle Mitchell making an evasive maneuver to get in between the 47 and the 40. He tucked up in between, but now he's going to cut down to that low line and try to get a run, try to work his way around the 47, but he's not going to get there, and now he is going to maybe lose a position to that 40 of Chase Greer as he is going to work a little bit higher, but here comes, who is that? That's going to be Willie
The
Evernham.
91, yep,
Go right ahead.
making his way up into that little traffic spot.
Well, that is pretty awesome. Mark, you loaded in?
I was having a little bit of a problem with my SDK. I'm reloading it right now.
Okay. Take your time. Let us know when you are ready, and we'll let you call some of this. And ooh, we got a truck in the wall. And that was going to be the 17, I believe it was, in the wall. Causing a little smoke back there in the back, right there in front of Curtis Ecker. Curtis Ecker has made it back up to 13th.
Is 43.
43, that is, that's going to be Christopher Alkire.
Looks like he had a little bit of an issue. Take us back and take a look.
Right. Well, back out front, it is going to be the 5 taking over the lead from Stephen Light. Stephen has been pretty fast at most every track that we've been to, but he's had quite a few competitors. One going to be this number 46. I look for him to, like I said, pace himself and work his way back up, maybe use some pit strategy, as we have had quite a few green flag laps so far. And he is...
just broke loose for a moment. He's like...
Oh, okay. Good deal, good deal. He is about 1.2 seconds back from the leaders. He is slowly but surely making up a little bit of time as these leaders are going at it. There is a three truck battle for the lead. The 5, the 97. 97 has a little bit of right side damage. That might be why he got a little bit of loose, and he got into the 66 of Jared Stone coming out of turn number 2, and that's going to allow Robert Gray to close the gap. Now Robert Gray is looking at about a 0.3 of a second gap in between him and third place of Stone. Stone looking to the middle of the track, and it looks like the 8, that is going to be, who is the 8? That is going to be Zachary Margison. He had a little bit of involved in a little bit of incident early on. So he is going to be put another lap down. He is actually 2 laps down. But yeah, so Stone and the 97 of Light, they have Robert Gray coming for those positions.
So, Richard, it's early on in the race.
Okay.
Have you picked your truck for the night?
I have
Okay. Who'd you pick?
Robert Gray.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Robert said he said you cannot pick him.
Okay, I'm secretly picking him.
Oh, okay. Now it's not so secret.
Well, don't tell him.
Oh, okay. Everybody on the broadcast listening right now knows.
Well, hopefully he's not listening, so nobody
Okay.
You know, Dakota Long, he has stretched out his lead in that Valvoline number 11. I believe it actually says number 5 on the side of it, but he is showing the number 11 on SDK, so we apologize about that. A little bit of numbering issue between iRacing and the paint. But he has stretched out a lead of about 1.2 seconds out from Light. Light still right there in front of Stone. Stone doing a pretty good job. We'll go through the field. You got Stone right there in third. He is actually up 2 positions from where he started this race. Robert Gray, he is going to be down 1 position. Oh, Robert Gray going to be into the wall. Looks like Stone got into him just a little bit. Did not scrape up that truck, so he has no damage, but maybe slowed him down just a little bit. But we're going to go back to 5th. That's going to be Mark Kincaid. He is going to be up 2 positions from where he started this race at. And here at lap 28, he is going to be in the top 5. Right there behind him is going to be the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. He's doing a really good job in that 00, holding on in the top 10. Looks like he is about to have a challenge from the 47, that Daytona Hydro Dip of Zachary Stevens. He is riding around in 7th place. 8th place is going to belong to Ryan Von Henschel. And he's doing a really good job, up 1 position in 8th spot. 9th is going to belong to Willie Evernham, up 5 positions from where he started this race. So he is pretty much set his pace and trying to work his way up through the field. But right now, going to be sitting in 9th. 10th is going to belong to no other than Chase Greer. He is trying to work that Skittles truck up further than the top 10, but right now he's going to be holding on to 10th. All right, go ahead, Miss Amanda or Mark. Y'all take it away.
His froze for a minute. I told he's fixing his issues.
Okay.
11 is going to be Cody Johnson sitting in 12th is the 16 of Sean Anderson. Currently riding around in 13th is going to be the number 17 of Cody Brown. 14th is Mr. Curtis Ecker. 15th is Joel Munchel. Currently sitting in 16th is going to be Marshall Johnson. Sitting in 17th is Mr. Damon Nagel, and 18th is Lyle Mitchell. Sitting in 19th is Jack Nunemacher. Sitting in 20th is Billy Davison. 21st is Mr. Jeffrey Rudick. Zachary Margison is sitting in 22nd. 23rd is Christopher Alkire. 24th is Lucas Reed, and sitting in 25th is Mr. Perrin Huggins.
All righty. Well, let's go back up front and catch up with our leaders and see how they are doing. We'll go to a gearbox cam, and there is the distance. 1.6 separates Long from Stone, and then about a second separates Stone from Gray. There is Gray in that pink number 46. And then you have right there behind Gray, there is going to be Stephen Light. So the field is pretty spread out. While we are under green flag, let's go ahead and take a look at Old Glory's sponsor for tonight's race.
Are you a veteran or currently serving? Or perhaps you're a civilian that has a veteran in your life? We want to stack up with you. StackUp.org brings both veterans and civilians together through a shared love of gaming. StackUp serves not only active duty troops and veterans in the U.S., but also our allies throughout the world. We do this through 4 primary programs. Supply crates, giant boxes of the latest in games and gear sent to active duty troops and veterans to raise morale, build camaraderie, and help combat post-traumatic stress. Air assaults, where we fly deserving veterans to life-changing gaming and geek culture events. The Stacks, our local volunteer teams coming together to support military personnel around their community. And our Stop Squad, Stack Up suicide awareness and mental health support team. Our trained volunteers are on call 24/7 if you're looking to talk with someone about your problems. We're here to help. Please reach out to us through StackUp.org to find out how we can support you or the veteran in your life today.
All right, while we were under commercial break, it looks like we had a caution come out. And Miss Amanda, were you able to find out what happened? All righty. Well, after pit stops, pit road was definitely very busy, and it looks like Dakota Long was able to bring his truck out in first. But Robert Gray was able to, sneak past Jared Stone and take over that second spot. Stephen Light had to go in and make some repairs and get 4 fresh fuel goods and a full tank of Sunoco fuel, or go-go juice, like I like to call it. Mark Kincaid came out right there where he was at in 5th, and Sean Anderson is going to be up 5 spots. He in that number 16. He is going to be riding around in 6th. Zach Stevens is going to be in 7th, and Nathan Lafayette is going to be in 8th. Von Henschel is going to be 9th, and Chase Greer is going to wrap up our 10th position. 1 second. Let me go side by side and yes, ma'am, we are ready. Ooh. Well, that to me, as a driver looking at it as a driver, I mean, it almost seemed like that could have been intentional. So we may see an EOL, you know, go to one of those drivers, and that possibly might be Jeffrey Brudick. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll keep an eye on that. But as of right now, it looks like we are about to go green here at lap 39. The green flag is out, and it was very interesting to see the 11 of Long choose that bottom lane where we saw Light. He chose the top lane, but it looks like that Superflow 46 is going to be right there on point. He is going to tuck his truck right there in between the 97 and the 11, and he is going to still take over that second position. Now it looks like Light is going to be able to work his way around the 66. Now we've seen a 3-truck breakaway earlier on. Will we see that again as the 97 is catching up to that number 46, trying to take away that second spot, but not going to be able to get there this time as that 46 is hugging that bottom line. Now we saw the middle line be a little bit quicker than the bottom, but we'll see how this plays out. Now we're going to ride around with looks like Chase Greer. He was working his way around somebody. Oh no, I'm sorry. Cody Brown. Cody Brown has got a battle with Curtis Ecker. Curtis Ecker trying to tuck his truck right there behind Cody Brown. Now going to look to the outside. Can he get there? He does have the 08 of Cody Johnson right there to his outside also. So this is the battle of the Codys, Johnson versus Brown. But it looks like Johnson is going to be able to prevail for that 11th spot. Now Creighton Chase Greer is going to be in his sights, as here is the sight of Cody Brown's windshield. This is exactly what he sees, all those trucks right there in front of him. But we'll go back out to our cam, and it looks like Nathan Lafayette has a little battle with himself, if you want to take that one away. Absolutely. Well, he's right there in the mix.
Two screams, I'm not three like you. So you got the 47 to Zach Stevens. He's now making his way up to go around Ryan Von Henschel, leaving Cody Johnson, Nathan Lafayette, and it looks like Cody Brown back here battling their way up. Cody Johnson using that low line. Cody Brown cutting him off. It's literally the battle of the Cody.
33 is around.
The yellow flag is out.
It's going to be Marshall
Yellow
Johnson.
flag. Yes.
And once
All
again,
right, let's
we
go
are
back to
under
that.
yellow.
Let's see what happened with the Coke Zero truck. We side by side?
Nope. We are right now, and it looks like he had a little incident with the 8 right there up top.
Well, let's take a look.
Yeah, a little bit of bump from the 8 is going to send that 33 right on around, and we need to get your 8s fixed.
You know how many times I have, hold on. Give it like a minute. Hopefully you're not side by side anymore, right?
Yeah, I was looking at white trucks. My bad.
Sorry. I get a little quick happy sometimes when I'm trying to fix stuff.
All right, just before the caution came out, it looks like the 97 was able to work his way around Robert Gray and that 46. So Stephen Light is going to take over the second position and put Robert Gray back in third. Jared Stone hanging tough in the top 5. Mark Kincaid right there along with him. That Superflow number 40, not Superflow, but that Daytona Hydro Dip, number 47, looks like he is on the move. He has moved up to 7th. Looks like Sean Anderson is also on the move. He is up 5 positions. But the biggest mover of the race so far is going to be Mr. Cody B. Johnson, with Cody Brown right there behind him, wrapping up your top 10. And Miss Brianna said she has whoever is in the 2 truck, that's her pick for the win. And that is going to be Ryan Von Henschel. Mark, how'd you make out, man? Did you get it all up and going? Or is he still out?
Is he?
Sim is still reloading. I'm almost there.
Okay.
All right, let me run through and take a look. So the only one that I know was wrong for sure was the Cheeto truck.
Cheetos. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Kirby's tripping. No, but you've got it mastered.
Oh, yeah.
So which one is? No, it's not Jack. The 19 of Curtis Ecker. Okay, I know that one's not right. Jeffrey Rudick is still a solid black truck. Got it. Try this again.
All right, looks like we are double file. We are going to get ready to go back green. Looks like Dakota Long is going to choose the bottom lane. So let's see how they do on this restart. Coming through the restart zone, and the green flag is out. And it looks like Dakota Long got a little bit sideways, but he was able to make it out in front of that 97 of Stephen Light. And Robert Gray going to work his way on the bottom. He's got the 66 of Jared Stone right there on his outside. Going to try to make it work, and he does. And here comes Mark Kincaid. He's going to also look to the inside of that 66. Not going to be able to get there, but here comes Steven. Here comes Stevens in that number 47 Daytona Hydro Dip truck, and he almost got a front end. Mark Kincaid almost got a front end in that rear of that number 54 by doing that little bit of slide job. But they did give him a little bit of room, and they did keep it straight. And it looks like Cody Brown has got a battle of his own back here, and this is going to be for the 9th position. You got Sean Anderson and you got Curtis Ecker trying to work his way back up into the top 10. Not going to be able to get there this time, but they have Cody Brown is a really tough competitor, and Curtis Ecker is going to work his way up into that 10th spot. So welcome back to the top 10 there, Mr. Curtis Ecker. Always like seeing that SVGN truck out there on the track. Looking for the most exciting battle. You know what? Let's let SDK tell us what it sees. Let me go find that most exciting button. And it says the most exciting button is back here with the 7 and the 74. They are back here running in the 20th and 21st position. But it's going to take us right back up. It looks like the 8 has got a little bit of challenge. The 16 has got a little bit of a cluster behind him. That's going to be Joe Munchell. That's going to be the 91 of Willie Everham, and that's going to be Chase Greer following through them. Oh, looks like the 8 got a little bit a little bit out of shape, maybe touched Willie Everham just a little bit. Did get into the wall, but no harm, no foul. We are still green flag racing. Back up front is pretty much a single file line with Stephen Light, Dakota Long, Jared Stone, and Robert Gray falling back to fourth with Mark Kincaid right there in fifth. Zach Stevens working his way up through the field, and he has got Mark Kincaid in his sights. He wants that top five. He wants to get that Daytona Hydro Dip truck on the podium tonight at Rockingham, but we'll see how he plays out as we are at lap 56 of 130. Amanda? Or Mark?
I'm watching the same thing you're watching, actually. Yeah, I hit that exciting button on SDK to see what it would show me, and it took me to the same thing you were calling on.
Well, good deal.
Apparently, SDK has good taste sometimes.
Good taste indeed. There's a battle right there behind him. That's going to be Von Henschel and Cody B. Johnson. Cody B. Johnson is up 12 positions from where he started. He started all the way back in 19th. Now running in the top 10 right there in 7th. He has made the pass on that number 2. And it looks like Cody Brown is going to follow in suit. So Cody does not want to let Cody out of his sights.
Listen, you know you want to see the Tide Pod truck on the podium tonight.
Who doesn't? That's actually a nice looking scheme.
It really is. But I'm going with Zach Stevens.
You are
Just
going to
saying.
go with Zach Stevens, that Daytona Hydro Dip.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of and once Mark gets in,
yellow flag is
and we already have another yellow flag, and that's going to be Lyle Mitchell crashing. So we will let Miss Amanda find that, and we'll get her take on it.
Let me see.
So we have 70 laps left here to go.
So
This
it's
is going to be our
not,
5th caution.
not seeing an actual crash, which is kind of confusing. You say it was Lyle Mitchell?
Yes.
All right, go back to the moment that was thrown. Oh, there we go. SDK is not friendly tonight, in case I didn't tell you.
Yeah, that was between, I found it. That was between
Me too.
the 33 and the 33. It looks like he got a little bit tight. Maybe hit that apron just a little bit and got into the left rear quarter panel of Lyle Mitchell, and actually he got into the left rear quarter panel twice. He had Christopher Alkire right there trying to get his truck slowed up, but he looks like he made contact with Lyle also. So
Yep.
Lyle in that 01 is going to take a little bit of a left rear damage on his truck.
They all got caught up a little bit in that. Looks like we have quite a few hitting the pits. Chase Greer and Nathan Lafayette staying out. Dakota Long staying out as well. Unless he just left the pit. No, he didn't. He left the pit. He just left the pits.
Now, this could be a make it or break it moment. Chase Greer out there. Now, they only have 3 sets of tires for tonight. They've already used 1. So, from 7th on back, you have all fresh tires. That's going to be their second set of tires. Now, how is this going to take effect? If we see, because we've been seeing cautions. These guys up front might have a good advantage if we see a later cautions, because they have 2 sets of tires still left in the pits while everybody else has 1. If we don't see those cautions, that means these guys are going to be off pit strategy. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Well, it's kind of one of those, we're going to have to wait and see things.
I want to hurry up and wait.
Well, you know, we did have the hurry up and wait. You know, the hurry up and then wait, what, almost an entire day for the iRacing updates?
Oh, wait a minute.
Just saying. Just saying.
It
Pretty
looks like
sure this would
everybody's
go
on the
into-
same amount of stops. Maybe gas and go, maybe? Two stops. Looks like Cody B. Johnson has 3 stops. But everybody has their 2 stops.
I mean,
Sean Anderson is sitting at 3 stops. So maybe... I don't know.
me neither.
I can run back through and see who did it. But anyway, those pace truck lights are out, and we are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Mark, you making out all right? Is it loading up for you?
I am working on it, but almost there.
Okay, it looks like everybody did enter the pits, and some may have taken right sides, some may have taken left sides, but we'll figure that out later as we are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing.
Green flag, green flag.
And our green flag is presented by Mandaroon Racing, proud sponsor of Old Glory Truck Series. He is usually in these races, but tonight he was not able to make it. His work schedule is very finicky, as we have a really 3-wide battle back there in the back, and that's going to be Marshall Johnson back there. He's having a little bit of trouble, so he took his truck down to the apron. But Chase Greer out there in front. He's got a challenge from Dakota Long. Dakota Long going to take over that position from Chase Greer, so he is going to fall back to second. It looks like Mark Kincaid is going to take over the third. Here comes Robert Gray through the field with Stephen Light right there behind him, making his way around Nathan Lafayette. So Robert Gray trying to make some room. Got Mark Kincaid right there in front of him. Going to look to the outside. He's going to be able to get there. No, not this time. He's probably going to dive it down to the bottom. And the 54 is going to cut him off, but he is making time. You know, he is trying to put as much distance. He knows that 97 is fast. He's going to look to the inside of the 54. Is he going to be able to get there this time? Coming into turn number 3. And he may have the position. Oh, got a little bit of tight there. Almost made contact. Now he had to let up and lost a little bit of ground, but he is still in it. And he is definitely in it to win it. Dakota Long working his way out away from the field. He is about 0.7 of a second out from this little 4-car battle behind him, with Chase Greer holding on to second. Where you at, Amanda?
I am back here watching Chase Greer, Stephen Light, Mark Kincaid, and Robert Gray kind of battle it out. Stephen Light has made his way up to the second place position with Chase Greer right behind him, Mark Kincaid on his tail, and Robert Gray passing Mark Kincaid.
Bottom side and take over the third position. So that Superflow truck is moving up, back up into the top 3. But we got a nice little battle back here, and that's going to be Cody Brown and Cody Johnson. And I think Brianna said, Richard, just because they look edible doesn't mean you should eat Tide Pods. Wow. I only tried them once, okay? Only tried Tide Pods once.
You know what? Don't even admit that.
No.
So we've also got a battle back here between Sean Anderson and Jared Stone. 19 of Curtis Ecker is using the outside line to make his way around. Looks like he's trying to make his way around. Who is that?
That is going to be the 66?
Yes, the 66 of Jared Stone. And it looks like the outside line worked for him. Now he's going to maybe make his way around Ryan Von Mitchell. We will have to see how this plays out.
So that 19 has a lot of speed in it. He's just got to find his rhythm and work his way back up towards, work his way up towards the front, find that line, just put the pedal to the floor and see if it'll stick. That's the way I see it. Uh, if it's not a track that I'm familiar with, which Rockingham is a track that I've actually never put any laps on. So, you know, for my hat's off to these guys because they're doing things that I haven't done. And they're making it look pretty easy. Some of them.
Yeah. It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not. But you know what does look easy is, you know, we have a brand new leader once again, and that is going to be that 97 of Stephen Light. He has made it out to the lead. 1.1 seconds separate him from Robert Gray. Robert Gray made it up to second. He got around Dakota Long and Chase Greer with no problems at all, and he has got about 1.3 seconds between him and Long. So they pulled some strategy, and now they are out front.
That they did.
Yeah, we'll bring up the track map, and there is the track map. There you can see the distance, and you know, even Dakota Long, he has a pretty good gap between him and Greer. Greer looks like he is got Cody Johnson or Cody Brown coming up on him quick. So it's going to be the 40 versus the 17 here in just a minute, but not too far back is going to be Zach Stevens. Now that's what Zach Stevens wants to see, is these two battle it out side by side, because as they get to battling out, as the 16 has a little bit of battle of himself between him and Mark Kincaid, but that's what the 47 wants to see. He wants to see them get side by side, and that will allow him to close a little bit of ground, because somebody's going to have to check up, especially if they're hard racing, as the 17 looks like he got a little bit sideways. He was all the way to the inside. He collects it, and there he is. He is already caught up to that 40 and 17. So I look for a pass to be made here very shortly, but we're going to go right there behind them, and this is going to be a battle between the 16 and the 54. Mark Kincaid trying to work on the inside of that 16. 16 says, "No way, Jose," and he is going to keep that high line and prevail in that 7th position. Curtis Everett back up to the top 10. Looking to go around Cody Johnson, and he is going to, you know, every time we talk to Cody Johnson, you know, he always says, "No, I just bought this track." But he runs pretty well. Oh, a little bit of contact between Mark Kincaid and the 19 of Curtis Ecker with the 69 right there on the inside, and that's going to be Joel Munchell. Now, Joel Munchell is tied with, well, not anymore. I was going to say Joel Munchell was tied with Cody Brown for the biggest mover, but Cody Brown just took over the 3rd position from Dakota Long, and he is now the biggest mover, up 12 spots. What y'all got? Y'all got anything?
Nothing more exciting than what you have currently. That's what happens when you let SD
Yellow flag
jump
is out.
around.
And we got
And we have a yellow flag.
And
See
it's
what
going to be a slow
happened.
mover. That is going to be possibly the 43 or the 74. I don't know. I don't have an indicator.
I don't have anything other than yellow flag was thrown.
Neither do I. I'm not seeing anything else.
Oh, the 86. Check out the 86. He is very slow. So that is going to be Damon Nagel.
Let's take it back and see what happened.
He's got a little bit of right side damage. No, he already had that right side damage. So what exactly happened? Ooh, there is a truck down there on the apron. I wonder if that is going to be the cause of it.
No, if you go back, it looks like he went
Oh,
down
he-
to the apron and then went straight to the wall. Looks like he got real loose.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, I think you're right about that.
You did. Are we side by side?
No, but we can be.
All right, because I can show you what happened.
All right, 1 second. Side by side. Go ahead.
Seconds up. All right, so if you watch as he makes his way into this turn, he decides that a right-hand turn was more appropriate.
Ooh, that is the 74 of Jeffrey Rudick.
Well, every once in a while, you got to throw a right in there, to make the lefts worth it.
Well, yeah.
Listen, the only thing they can do is make a left turn. It's not a road track.
Not today.
Look, he obviously showed you wrong.
Well, he obviously got stopped by a wall.
All right, it looks like we had some pit takers, and it looks like we didn't have some pit takers, and it looks like everybody pitted at up in the top 5, pitted at lap 61 prior. Looks like Leitch stayed out, Stevens stayed out, Ecker stayed out, and Munchel stayed out. So Gray is going to be the first one to go in the pits, so he is going to come out 5th with everybody else behind him. That's going to be Kincaid, Greer, and Johnson right there behind him. So they all made their pit stops. Now, if they did take tires, this will be, let's see what their pit stop time was. It's not going to show me because there are too many laps in. So if they did take tires, did they take 4 tires? Did they take 2 tires? Now, with still about 45 laps to go, is this a good strategy? Now, if it goes green for the rest of the way, that is probably going to be a very good strategy with Stevens and Light right there in front with Curtis Ecker. They still have a set of tires in the pits. Let's see if the pace lights go off this time. And it looks like we are going to be green flag. So if we see another caution, we're going to bring some of our leaders up, or bring some of these guys up to talk to, see what their strategy is looking like. Curtis Ecker right now, he's up 4 spots, riding around in 4th. Our biggest mover as of right now is going to be Joel Munchel, starting in, I believe that's going to be 4th. Looks like Zach Stevens dropping down to the apron for some reason. And it looks like the last pit stop that Greer made before this one, he took 2 tires. So it looks like Greer may have just took his 4 tires, and we are going to hide that, and let's go back to green flag racing with that 97 up on the top side. Zach Stevens to his inside. That Daytona Hydro Dip is going to be on the bottom, and let's see if they can battle it out for the remaining laps. And they got a really good jump on that high side. And it looks like the 69 is going to take advantage of that 47. But is he going to be able to get there as the 47 is getting up to speed? He is going to fight back on that low lane. They are going to be side by side. Oh, it looks like Cody Johnson is going to try to make this 3 wide going into turn number 3. And we got the yellow flag out already. And it looks like Jack. Go ahead.
Jack hit the wall.
Oh no. Jack, what happened, man? All right,
Well,
let me know when you are
We can always bring
ready.
him up and ask him. All right. You ready?
Yes, I actually am.
All right. So no sooner do we get the green flag. Can't even say there was contact made.
Ooh,
Jack made contact with the wall, and
Christopher Alkire definitely was an innocent bystander in all that. He did get it spun around. So, another caution. We will see green flags here. We will see green flags here about lap 91. So that means they'll have about 29, about 39 laps left to go. But let's see if we can track down one of our leaders and see how they're feeling.
who would you like to bring up?
Let's bring up Steven. He is the current leader right now. Let's see how he
All
is
right.
feeling.
go down there. Actually, should I just bring him on up and not tell him?
Yeah, bring them on.
All right.
They know the drill.
All right, now who's the first car retired?
Steven. Hey.
Sorry we had to interrupt your conversation there, but this is Richard Amanda and Mark up in the booth. Man, you're out there leading some laps, and you know, it looks like you're on a little bit different pit strategy than everybody else. Man, how are you feeling? How are these tires lasting? Tell us what you're thinking about the rest of the race.
Well, I made a mistake early in the race. I got in the fence. I got so used to driving the qualifying laps, and these tires fall off really quick, and just made a mistake. Got in the fence. Had to use my fast repair early. I'm trying to manage what I got left here. I was hoping, based on where the cautions were falling, I was hoping we'd have a really long green flag run there to give myself a chance of having one stop left, and those guys that had the extra set of tires wouldn't be able to use them, but that's not the case now. So right now, I do have a couple trucks between me and the guys with tires. Right now, I'm just trying to manage my fuel and understand when, trying to decide when I want to pit for tires from my last set, because I know those guys have an extra set. So it's going to be tough. Right now, I'm not liking where I'm sitting. Not comfortable in the position I'm in, and we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Well, hopefully it will work out for you, but good luck in the rest of the race. Hope to talk to you after, and let's see what that 97 can do. We know you're out there racing for autism.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Not a problem.
Hey, Zach.
Hold on.
Do you have any?
Sorry.
So we interrupted his.
I told you we should warn him.
We interrupted his pit strategy, all right, but he is going to take that high line, getting ready to go back green, and we will go back green at lap 91. We still have quite a few viewers out there in the chat. We appreciate y'all stopping by, spending your Tuesday evening with us and Old Glory, as we are, we're loving what we see. I mean, these races are looking pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of battles. There are a few cautions. They're not boring. We have some stuff to review. And there's battles everywhere. At every lap we're seeing trucks, side by side somewhere on the track. But Amanda, it looks like we're getting ready to go back green, and I'm going to let Mark take this green flag if he likes to.
Is he still here?
Yes, I am.
All right, Mark, it is all your show.
All right, looks like we've got Stephen Light took a good jump on that, with followed closely by Joel Munchell, Chase Greer in third, which personally I think I'm going for him. Only because I really want some Skittles. All right. Looks like Zach and Ryan Von Hinchel are having a nice little battle for the 5th and 6th position.
Yeah, Von Hinchel is a driver that we don't talk about very much, but tonight he is out here making a statement, up 4 positions from where he started. Looks like we have a little bit of trouble back in the back, but we are still green. But he is pretty much riding around, being one of those silent stalkers back there in that Miller number 2, and they have a battle right there in front, and this is what he wants to see, because that's going to allow him to close in. As long as he can keep Chase Greer at bay, they can make up a lot of positions. As Cody Johnson gets a little bit loose. I'm sorry, Mark, go ahead.
Oh, no. You know this a lot better than I am. I am still learning, but it looks to me, like the number 2, Von Hinchel, has jumped into the 4th position. I try to stay toward the front. I should go toward the back. See what we got here.
Ooh, you got Robert Gray back here with a nice little battle. He has got Zach Stevens back here with him, which he started up front, but that number 46, he is making a statement with Mark Kincaid right there in tow, coming across the start-finish line. It looks like Zach Stevens may go down another spot. Will we see another caution in the next 35 laps? It is definitely possible. It is mathematically possible, but we will see what happens as we see a little bit of wall rubbing up towards the front. And it looks like Robert Gray almost got a piece of that, but he was able to keep it out of the 19, and he is working his way around with that 66 of Jared Stone. He has been running pretty darn well. I actually like that Polaroid truck. You don't think about Polaroid anymore, you know, because everybody has the camera phones nowadays, but the truck is looking good. Well, we'll go back out front and we'll take a look at Stephen Light. He is out front leading this thing. He has quite a few trucks in between, like he said, between him and the guys with fresh tires. And it looks like he has broken out to a 1.7 second lead over Cody B. Johnson. So Cody B. Johnson is tied with Joe Munchell right there in third. And these two are the biggest movers of the race. They are up 17 positions. Can they hold it? Von Henschel is looking all around this 69, trying to figure out what line he is going to use to get up to that third spot. I'd like to see that, you know, and Brianna might have a top three truck, as she called the Miller number 2, and we had somebody get a little bit loose, and that's going to be Lyle Mitchell. He got a little bit loose, you know, coming out of turn number 2, but he did keep it straight and on the track. Robert Gray right there in 7th. He's still got Jared Stone right there in front of him. Chase Greer right behind Robert Gray. They are pretty much, I don't know if they just burned up what they have, but we got a new third position place, and that is going to be for, as of right now, that number 2 Miller Ford F-150 driven by Ryan Von Henschel. And he is going to make his way around. Maybe he's going to pull the slide job. He does. Is the 69 going to try to pull it once again? Is he going to look to the inside? No, he's going to push the 2 right into turn number 3. But the number 2 is going to have it. Amanda, what you seeing out there?
Boy, I'm sitting here. You know, I think I have a paint scheme that's messed up yet again. Yet again, it never fails. So it says the number 5, but it's actually the number 11 of Dakota Long.
So you are not wrong. You are not wrong.
I'm not wrong. Okay, good. Because I'm like, I can't match it up. It doesn't match.
Nope, that is the 11/5. And because it's just a throwback night, and you know, they may have found that throwback scheme that they liked, and it just probably has that number that that maybe it was on trading prints or whatever, and they just ran with it, which is okay because it is a throwback night. I mean, you get to run the old numbers that you like to see out on the track. Stephen Light, he is.
Robert Gray is back here on the back end of the 66. Looks like he's trying to find his way around the 66, and 66 of Jared Stone is saying not today, but Jared Stone is using that high line. Robert Gray is going to use that inside line. Almost had it.
Yeah.
Jared Stone at the same time is trying to make his way around Joel Munchell.
Yeah, so the 69 is kind of holding up traffic just a little bit, like you said, and you know, here in Thunder Valley, and we got another yellow flag, and that looks like it's going to be the 19. Oh my goodness, not what I wanted.
Let's go back and take a look. Oh, he smacked the wall and spun around. Luckily, it doesn't look like he took any casualties with him. Do you want to go back side by side for that?
I am side by side right now.
Oh. Let me go back.
Let me go back.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go slow-mo. You might need slow-mo tonight.
We all need slow-mo tonight. What are you talking about?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Man, I had some words for that musical number too. I will not be able to hit those notes again. That was just like on an impulse.
So he smacks the wall.
Oh, and who is that? That
The number
just
8 of Cody Johnson caught some damage from that, but like I said, luckily nobody,
that is
you know,
Zachary Margison, by the
about
way.
the time I say that, Zachary Martin took some side damage. Wait, did I say
Margison
the wrong
is
one?
in the 8, and Cody Johnson is in the 08.
Oh, well, you know what? My bad. Sorry, guys. So one got bumper damage, the other got side damage.
Man, I'm kind of disappointed. I had a whole musical number for that. God, I should have just kept it going.
I mean, you could have.
No,
Nobody's
no,
stopping you.
I've already lost those notes. You know,
I'm just
it's
saying, you gotta sing like nobody's listening, man.
well,
Please
now I know
don't.
people are listening.
Please
I
don't.
see 13 viewers out there on the streamer right now. They're waiting. Like, is this dude gonna really sing? Let me fucking get off here. No,
Don't do it, Richard. Don't do it.
scare all our viewers away.
There goes all of the work we have done so far. Gone.
Can I get my subscription back? Refund.
Excuse me, but I would like a refund.
Oh Lord, you're gonna ask to speak to the manager next.
I can't.
Well, Cody Johnson decided to stay out. He may be out of tires. And Ron Von Henschel, he is going to be right there in second place. It looks like no, he's just going to run down on the apron for just a moment. He is still going to be in second place. Robert Gray going to work back up to the third place position. Mark Kincaid right there in fourth. Sean Anderson is going to be right there in fifth, up 6 spots. Marshall Johnson in sixth. It looks like Leach is going to be in eighth, and Nathan Lafayette is going to be in seventh. Joe Munchell, he is going to be right there in ninth. So he is falling back just a little bit, but these guys might have the tires here for the end of the race with 23 laps to go. We are getting ready to go back green. Oh, Brianna's saying, please don't sing, Richard. Hey,
We'll save that for private performance.
To who?
I'm selling tickets. I'm just saying.
We'll have an Old Glory event.
Old Glory event starring me.
Yep. All right. I
love
gotta
it.
step away for 2 seconds, guys.
All right. Well, Cody B. Johnson is going to be. Oh my goodness! And the 2 is around, and the caution is out already. 9th caution of the day.
It looks like a Ryan Von Henschel.
Yes, that was an immediate caution, and we're going to go back and take a look and see what happened to that. I'm going to have to rewind just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, pace truck does go off the track, and Cody Johnson gets a little bit out of shape, and Ryan Von Henschel, he spins the tires, smacks the wall. Mark Kincaid going to be an innocent bystander in it all. And I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Oh, Nathan Lafayette, he is going to make an evasive maneuver down there to the grass just to miss it all. No other trucks were collected, but Von Henschel is going to be probably taking his truck to the pits, maybe fix a little bit of damage. And same with Mark Kincaid.
Whoa, whoa. Looks like we got a big one. Damon Nagel, Jack Nunemacher, Nathan Lafayette, Alkire.
Stephen Light. So let's go back here and see what happened back here. Everybody stopped on the track. And we will go to a different TV camera. There we go. Well, that being under caution, it looks like they just got stopped for a moment. It may have showed them crashed because they were stopped. Yeah, I believe that's all it was it was showing that they were stopped and oh, wait a minute. There goes. They were waiting on the pace truck. That's exactly what that was.
Oh, okay. So I thought something exciting happened. I apologize.
Not a problem. It catches me every once in a while also.
Well, when you see a bunch of red, that's all I'm saying.
Well, Cody Johnson right out front, along with Robert Gray, and let's see if we can pull one of these leaders up, as they have a few laps, and see exactly what they are thinking. And let's pull up Robert Gray because I don't see Cody Johnson. Let's move him to the broadcaster's booth. Mr. Robert Gray, this is Richard and Mark up in the booth, along with Miss Amanda. She stepped away, but do you have a copy?
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, you're sitting right there in second. That's where you want to see that truck. You're going to go green with about 18 laps to go. How are those tires feeling? Do you have enough to get around that 08 and keep those guys with the fresher tires towards the back?
Oh no, my strategy failed. So my only strategy is they keep wrecking and doing what they're doing right now, stay up front, making a shorter run. But there's no way. This place heats up tires good. So we're just looking for a decent finish tonight. Hopefully not get collected in anything.
Well, like I said, you got a lot of cars in between those who took fresh tires and you on a little bit worn tires, but they've seen a lot of caution laps, so you might be okay for just a little bit. But man, hopefully this plays out for you, as you, like I said, you'll probably go back green with 18 to go. But good luck on that. Hopefully it plays out in the short run, and hope to talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, so strategy is coming into play there, Mark, and some of these guys saved that last set of tires for these moments like this. Now, with guys on older tires, you have about 6 trucks in between new tires and old tires. Could we see another caution come out? I believe we will.
At least one.
Yes, I think you're right.
Just to be different, I'm gonna say 2.
Okay, 2.
That's technically what I just said.
Well, I just want to be like you.
No, you don't. That's an aspiration nobody wants.
But it is good to hear Cody, Robert Gray, sorry, say that he's got no plan. He said his plans failed, so he's just gonna try to win.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. And Robert Gray was very conservative on that restart. And look at the Hornet's Nest right there behind 5th place. He was very conservative. He's got Cody Johnson right there in front of him. He's got Mark Kincaid behind him. You got Stephen Light. He is coming through the field really quick. Now he's already up to 5th. But being very conservative on that restart did help him, because he did not spin the tires, and he is almost battling for the lead as they come down the backstretch. He is going to be all over the back bumper, and it looks like Nathan Lafayette, he got into the wall just a little bit, and it looks like Robert Gray, he is going to challenge for the lead on the bottom side. Will he have the run coming off the front stretch? Not going to be able to get there this time, but he does have a little bit of run, and he does have the inside line coming into turn number 1. And Steven is probably fuming right now. He has got slower trucks right there in front of him. He's going to look to the bottom. He has the opening. Is he going to do anything with it? He wants the high side. The 5 won't give it to him, or excuse me, the 11 won't give it to him. That is going to be Dakota Long. Dakota Long doing a pretty good job of holding that 97 at bay. But he's still got a lot of work to do. Go ahead, Mark. Go. Call it.
Oh no, if you look, he's now, there goes Stephen.
No.
Oh!
Caution, yellow flag.
Wow. So
Cody Johnson crashed. It was like took everybody out.
Yeah, that was a cluster there.
All right, let me change my camera view. Oop.
And we got another yellow flag. Oh yeah.
Of course we do.
I just thought they were going to let it slide.
So the 97 of Stephen Light used the chrome horn on Robert Gray. And it caused a multi-car pileup.
All right. So you have it.
Yes.
Let's go
Are
side
you
by
ready?
side and take
All
a
right.
look at it.
So I'm making sure I've got this completely correct. So the 08 is Cody Johnson, and the 5 is actually the 11 of Dakota Long. So take a look at this. Boop. And the rest is history. And of course, I cannot change cameras fast enough. So the 5 got out of that pretty okay. Where is Robert Gray and all that? He is
So,
back here. You see he's got some pretty serious damage to his front end.
well, the great thing about being Robert Gray right now is he has that fast repair, but he is going to be way back in towards the back, and it looks like the 97 will have an EOL as he has fallen back to the back. So while we are under caution, I am going to step away for just one moment. I will be right back.
Alrighty.
Like how just as we were talking about the guys in the front, it all just happened.
And that's how it happens sometimes. Looks like we have a couple of guys taken to the pits, but not many. The Daytona Hydro dip back here. Alright, pace car lights are still on. Let's see, where is... Actually, pace truck in this one. .47. Zach Stevens just kind of riding around right there. Oop, are the lights off? Did I see
Yes,
lights
they
off?
are.
Oh, the pace truck lights are off, y'all.
All right, out front is going to be that 5/11 of Dakota Long, with Sean Henderson worked his way back up towards the front, with Joe Munchell doing a really good job of 17 positions from where he started and sitting in third. Still a lot of trucks out there on a little bit fresher tires, but it's going to be a fight to the finish, as we will have 10 laps to go when they go back green. And we'll go to our starter cam and our flag man holding up the green flag. And here comes that pace truck. He will dive off this time. And let's go green flag racing. As soon as they hit the Geico's restart zone, and they are off. And
Ooh, Dakota Long had a good jump.
yes, and it looks like that 40 did also. He is going to look to the inside. Oh, we got a car into the wall
Nathan
and smoking.
Lafayette has crashed. Let's take a look. Let's see what happened. Willie Evernham crashed. Jared Stone has crashed. Let's see what happened. Oh.
Well, you got a O, so we're going to take it
Oh,
side by
so-
side so you can tell us
Go
what that oh no is all about.
Here's definitely a, oh no. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
So keep an eye on the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. 'Cause
Ooh,
he
did he
is
get a
the
little
oh
bit of
no.
help?
He is the oh no. He was the help. What are you talking about?
Well, no, he got a little bit of help from on the rear bumper on the right
Oh, you
rear.
want me to
If
go?
you
Hold
go
on.
back to that,
Hold on. There's
Mastermind said, "Oh no."
I know.
Chris Isaac says, y'all need to quit threatening me with caution flags." And there
right.
is the. I thought
No.
I saw some help.
No.
I
Not
thought I
there.
did. I thought
Not
right
yet.
there, right there, right there, right. You see?
Hold on.
All right, let's go to a different camera angle.
Hold. Actually, you know what? Yes. Let's go.
Go
I
to
need
the
a different camera angle.
go to the zoom in camera angle. There you go, right there. Did he get any help from the
Let's
08?
see.
Oh, look at
And
the
he
touch.
did. And he
got
did.
a
And he
little bit
did.
of help. I knew it. I knew it.
he got some assistance.
And yeah, he definitely got some assistance. But Dakota Long is going to be able to hold on to the number one position. He's up one spot from where he started. What you?
I almost. Oh, you didn't. Oh man. You know, wait.
What happened there?
Listen. My screen went black for a second. I changed camera angles, and then ta-da! You get something else. So that was the 91 of Willie Evernham. And the Polaroid truck.
66, Jared Stone.
All right, let's take a look.
Looks like the 17 got the wall a little bit right there also. Oh yeah, so Willie Evernham got into the 66.
It's synchronized wrecking. That is my new phrase.
High Tech Racing said, "Chris, do you quit yet?" All right, well, we'll go back green with 5 laps to go. Sorry, we're on laps number 7. We're coming to 6. The track is getting very dark. It is very cloudy out. So what are y'all thinking? Green flag racing or no?
5 laps, green flag racing.
5 laps green
The
flag
lights
racing.
are off.
Okay. Well, we got a 5.
But nobody's home.
You got Joe Munchell right there. You got Cody Brown right there. Good to see that Tide ride up front. You got Chase Greer. He is in that Skittles right there in 3rd. So you got quite a few fast trucks up towards the front. You got Zach Stevens. He's right there in 5th. He's in a very good spot. Ron Von Henschel is right there back up towards the front after his little incident on one of the restarts where he spun the tires. But we are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing should be very, very exciting. And looking, Light is all the way back in the 11th spot. Robert Gray has worked himself back up to 8th, so we could see that truck come back up towards the front. Still a lot of racing left to go. Anything can happen. You got Curtis Ecker right there in 7th also. So let's go back green flag racing. Here we go. Green flag is out, and here goes the 5/11, and he got a really good jump on that bottom side, and he is going to work his way back up the track to the top lane with Chase Greer right there trying to take over 2nd from Joe Munchell. Joe Munchell trying to hang on the outside, and there is the yellow flag once again, and we are.
Jack made him off the track.
Ooh, all right. Well, let's go take a
Let me think.
look.
Oh. I found it.
You found it. All
I
right.
found it. I got it.
Side by side is up. Another oh no moment.
Oh no. Trying to get a better angle on this.
It looks like they were about to go 3 wide. Jack may have been a little bit out of shape, and I think you got a little bit of help, or maybe
He
not.
did get a little bit of help. Nope.
Back
he
it up
did.
just a
He
little
did.
bit. Yeah, he got a little bit of
Look,
help
watch.
on that one.
Look, watch. Crinkle corner now.
Oh, and then he got some more help, just going ahead and spinning him on around.
Oh, yes.
How rude.
But the good thing is he does not have a lot of damage. The tires may be a little bit overheated from, you know, that spin, but he did not get a lot of damage from that. A little bit of rear end damage, maybe a left front fender, but looks like he is going to be good to finish out this race. Chase Greer was able to take over the second spot. He is got a good chance of winning this. Joel Munchel still in a good position to win. Cody Brown in a good position to maybe win. Zach Stevens maybe in a good position to win. We will have 3 attempts at a green, white checkered. If we cannot get past those green, white checkers, it will finish under caution. $14 viewers out there on the stream. We definitely appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate everybody that has spent their Tuesday evening with us. It's been an up and down night for these guys in the trucks, but they are making it happen. They are still out there. They are still battling for every position they can get. A lot of good drivers towards the back. You know, I am kind of interested to see what happens back here. As we have Robert Gray right there in, I believe he's in 8. Yeah, he's going to be 8. He got Light right there in 10. Never know what's going to happen, you know, back towards the back right here. Don't know if there's a little bit of aggravation there from the earlier spin, but we shall see what happens. Pace truck lights are still on. They're side by side though, so I wonder if they're going green this time. No, I don't think so. I love this little information board.
Oh goodness.
I likes it. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something that I got to correct.
Uh-oh.
Yep. There it goes. Before Jack gets me. There we go. Fixed it.
Oh man. Kind of scared to see what it is.
Well, so I have the wireless keyboard, and you know it kind of throws the letters wrong. I typed too quick for it, I guess. I need to get a wired keyboard. So, all right, pace truck gonna dive off this time. The 40 on the outside, the 5 on the inside, 69 on the inside, 17 on the outside. Here we go with the 47 right there behind these 4 trucks. Ooh, a little bit of wheel spin from the 19, and it looks like the 54 is gonna look to the inside, but he's not gonna be able to get there as Chase Greer is gonna jump to the front with Joe Munchel in second. Cody Brown, he is going to be looking to take over the 3rd spot. We got a truck around. That's going to be Mark Kincaid. Another spin involving the 97.
Yeah, I've got my eyes on Robert Gray and Stephen Light because I feel like those 2 are the 2 to watch in these last couple of laps.
Mark Kincaid. We're going to have to go to a...
Stephen crashed. Oh, no. All right, hold on. Stop laughing at me.
Mark Kincaid gets on the apron just a little bit. He does have to check up for the 19 because his truck is pushing up. He does slide up the track just a little bit. 97 is going to be right there, and he is going to help the 54 right on around. So is that going to be a racing incident? Yes, that's going to be a racing incident in my book because the 54 did touch the apron. We had a good view of that, and he did slide up, and the 97 really didn't have any time to react. So I'm going to have to call that a racing incident on Stephen Light's part. Now Robert Gray working his way back up to 6th. He does have, still has a lot of life left in that truck. He is going to have Zach Stevens. These two are going to be buddies. They're going to be fighting side by side on the next restart. You have Vaughn Henschel right there in 4th. You got Cody Brown right there in 3rd. You got Joe Munchell still hanging on to 2nd. You got Chase Greer right there in 1st. Joe Munchell up 18 spots. Can he finish the biggest mover of the race? I believe he can. But we will have 2 more attempts at a green-white checkered. And then it's over if they can't get it done.
You know your Tide truck is up there in the front.
I see that.
I'm just hoping number 40 stays as number 1.
Yeah, that was
not
Mark's
only
pick.
is he Skittles, he's also got Starburst on there, and I really love candy.
I'm waiting for my Starbucks truck.
Well, we happen to know a very good painter, and that's going to be Chris from RacingPaints.com. Hey, he can paint you up whatever you need.
But if she gets her Starbucks truck, I've got to go in there with a Dunkin' truck just to give her some competition.
Oh, absolutely. That's just given. I personally like Dunkin' better than I do like Starbucks.
You're lucky you're in Alabama, because those are fighting words around here.
I believe it.
He only says that because he works smack dab in the middle of the street. Starbucks is on one end and Dunkin's on the other. And before you ask, yes, I pass Dunkin' Donuts to go to Starbucks.
That is so wrong.
Nope.
All right, let's ask the viewers out there in the chat, whoever has a hand to type in, do you prefer Starbucks or Dunkin'? We'll let y'all decide which one is better. I think Dunkin's better myself. But I'll pass up a Dunkin' for a convenience store that has a Monster Mean Bean. Just saying. Oh, and it looks like Master said Dunkin' all day, every day.
We can't be friends.
Oh, Curtis said Starbucks. Uh-oh. Curtis Eckert. All right.
I know who my friends are.
All right, pace truck lights are out. We will be going green this time by. Oh, Brianna had this. Oh, really? Starbucks takes the lead, and here we go. It looks like Chase Greer is going to take the lead. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. He's already got to jump out in front, and we're already under the yellow once again. And it looks like Cody B. Johnson.
Cody B. Johnson crashed.
Oh, it looks like the 54, the 08, and the 22 are going to be slow.
Is it too late to change trucks?
All right, well, let's take a look at this restart. We're going to be riding with Kincaid. He is going to be on the inside. It looks like they're going to take it 3 wide, and it looks like, Kincaid does get into the 22 just a little bit, taking it 3 wide. I don't know if that was a wheel spin or not, but the 8 gets a piece of that action. Cody Johnson is going to get a piece of that action, taking the 43 of Christopher Alkire down the track, and it looks like Damon Nagel might have just missed it. Yes, he made some wild evasive maneuvers. What a ride. All right, we got one more attempt at a green-white checkered, and then it is all over. If they can't get it done this time, it is all done and over, and we will finish under caution just the way we started. Yeah. Supper Skittles just said coffee.
I mean,
Gross. I didn't see
They
the
said
gross
coffee?
first. He said gross coffee. so, so we got 2 for Starbucks, 1 for Duncan in the chat. I'm a Duncan, so that's a 2x2. Mark, who are you? You're Duncan, right? Duncan, right? Duncan.
So what we're gonna do here? What had happened was I refused to answer.
So he's pleading the 5th. So,
And it's
no,
bad.
no. He
So-
already
so-
said he would have to have a Duncan's truck out there for competition. So
So-
he already picked Duncan.
he did.
Yeah. It's
did.
over. Duncan wins. Duncan wins. That's 3-2.
Okay.
Oh, high tech racing. Really? Now it's back 3-3.
Yes!
Oh,
I need more
Wow.
people on my side.
Lau,
more people on
you
my-
are fired.
Who's fired? You can't
I
fire
said
me. I
Lyle.
quit.
I said Lyle.
Oh. My bad.
You can't quit. You weren't fired.
I can quit. You can't fire me.
So in order to get your PTO time, which you haven't accrued, you're going to have to put in a 2-week notice and work that 2-week notice to get that PTO time that you haven't accrued yet.
And to get access to the 401k you don't get.
Yes. Oh. All right.
That's just rude.
All right, pace truck lights are out for the last time. Once again, if they don't complete the laps, they finish under caution, and the field will be frozen. Race control, or actually, yeah, the field will be frozen. So wherever everybody is at, if a caution does fly again, that's where they're going to finish. So hopefully we can see these last 2 laps as the racing is going to get really heated. I see Robert Gray. He has worked his way up to 7th. He was able to make it around Curtis Ecker before the caution did come out. He's got Dakota Long right there, going to be on that high side. You got Zach Stevens starting in 5th. You got Von Henschel. He is going to be right there still in 4th. You got Cody Brown in 3rd. Joe Monchel 2nd, and 1st is going to be Chase Greer. So let's see how this all plays out, as we will have 2 laps to go once the truck dives off, the pace truck that is, dives
And
off
there
the
he goes.
There
racetrack.
you go.
And here we go. Chase Greer got a really good jump, and here comes that 17. He's going to try to work the bottom. Did not have the best restart on that bottom side. Joe Mutchell is going to be able to take over the 2nd position and work his way down to the bottom. It looks like Cody Brown is going to have 3rd lockdown if they can keep it straight. Oh, Curtis Ecker is going to be into the wall. Here comes Zach Stevens into 4th. And here we go. This is going to be the white flag. Oh, and
Yellow
my
flag
God.
again.
The yellow flag flies. This is the first time that we've seen the yellow flag fly, and the race is going to end under yellow. And who was that crashed? That's going to be Jeff. I don't know. Did it come out? Oh, Zach Stevens hard into the
Okay.
Look
wall.
at a Curtis
Did
Ecker.
come out. Hold on.
Did the white flag come out? No, the caution flew, so it couldn't have come out.
Nope. The white flag flew.
Yellow flag flew first.
Oh, well. Yeah, by like 2 seconds.
So Curtis Ecker is already around. We're going to have to,
Jeffrey Rudick crashed.
let's see. We're going to have to stop this, rewind. Did Curtis Ecker get a little bit of help? And it looks like he may have. He was racing with
Oh.
Jared Stone. Jared
Did
Stone.
you catch that whole...
Oh, he blinked out, then blinked back in, and that's what happened there. And Billy Davidson was involved, 7 was involved. Oh my goodness, 91 was involved. Oh my God, Curtis Ecker is on his roof and flips back over. A lot of good trucks back there involved. And that is, oh dang, look at Willie Evernham stuck on a pit wall. Holy crap, did I have that on full speed? Or yeah, that was regular speed.
Oh.
All right, that pretty much that is pretty much going to be our finish right there. Chase Greer going to take it home with a win. Joe Munchell is going to be the biggest mover, finishing off in second, and Cody Brown is going to be third. That Toyota is taking a beating, but he is going to be sitting on the podium. But let's see if we can get that finishing order up real quick. And hide that. And let's see it. Chase Greer bringing home the win, and Joe Munchell finishing off in second. Cody Brown is going to be sitting in third. Zach Stevens is going to be sitting in fourth. And Ryan Von Henschel is going to be sitting fifth. Dakota Long going to be sitting in sixth. Robert Gray fighting back from a wreck earlier on, and he is going to be finishing off in seventh. Jared Stone in eighth. Nathan Lafayette is going to be ninth. And Marshall Johnson is going to be 10th. Take it away, Amanda or Mark.
11th is going to be Sean Anderson. 12th is Christopher Alkire. Finishing 13th is Mark Kincaid. Finishing 14th is Jack Nunmacher. 15th, Jeffrey Rudick. 16th, Curtis Ecker. 17th, Billy Davison. 18th, Willie Evernham. 19th is Cody B. Johnson. 20th is going to be Zachary Margison. 21st is Mr. Damon Nagel. 22nd is going to be Stephen Light. 23rd is Lyle Mitchell. 24th, Lucas Reed. And 25th is Perrin Huggins.
All right, that's going to be your finishing order for tonight's race. Now let's go see if we can catch up with a few of our podium finishers.
All right. Let me go see if I can find people. Maybe. Now stuff wants to work. Rude.
That's how it works.
All right. All right. We'll go ahead and bring Cody down first. Actually, stick him in the waiting room. Where did... All right, you ready?
I am ready whenever you are.
All right, well, here's Cody for you first.
Cody.
There you go.
Cody.
Hey, what's going on, fellers and ma'am?
Hey.
Well, that was definitely an interesting race. This is the first race that we've seen finish under caution. It was definitely hard on these trucks here tonight. But you were able to pull off a third place win. You brought your truck up 12 positions. A little beat up, but it was still manageable for a podium finish. Man, walk us through a little bit of your race.
Well, started off there decent, and I messed up my qualifying lap, so started in the back. But just kind of riding around back there, seeing how it was going to go. And thought it might go green there for a while, but then we got them cautions there late, and kind of worked out for us. Yeah, I know the Rockingham, the cup race and the truck race kind of ended, but with a lot of cautions. But it was pretty fun there for a while. But glad to come home here with a P3.
Absolutely, and that Tide Ride was definitely looking good, and love the throwback series here tonight at Rockingham. And the Tide Ride was actually one of my favorite trucks. There's a few others out there that caught my eye. So, so you had one of the favorite trucks, and congratulations on that third place finish. It's definitely going to help you out in the points. But, man, with those podium finishes, man, you get all the shout-outs that you would like to give, and the floor is yours, my friend.
I appreciate it, man. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting. You guys do an awesome job. I want to thank all the guys that come out every week and race. This is one of the few races that we had a lot of cautions in, but it's usually pretty clean. And thanks for J Munch and Zach and Bandio for hanging out with me in the race, and it was a fun time.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you talking to us, and we can't wait to see what you got for us next week. As we are, where are we headed to next week?
Next week should be Michigan.
That is Michigan. So how you feeling about that?
Michigan, I like Michigan. I like them big mile and or actually it's 2 mile, but feel good in Michigan. I'm really waiting for Bristol. I love Bristol. Just got to keep the podium finishes or the top tens and build on that going into the playoffs. Only got a couple races left before we start the playoffs.
Absolutely. After Michigan, you only have two races left, and that's Bristol and Dago. So 3 altogether, including Michigan, and then a round of 12, start. And that should be pretty interesting too, as we have a lot of good drivers that still have a little bit of time to hop in and get locked into that round of 12.
Yes, sir.
Well, we appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and we'll let you get down there and celebrate and go over any admin stuff that y'all have to do. I know y'all are going to be pretty busy tonight, so have a good night, and we will catch you later.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
All right, you ready for Mr. Joel Mitchell?
Absolutely.
All right. There you go.
Joel. This is Richard, Amanda, Mark in the booth. You got a copy, my friend.
Yes, I do.
Well, man, you put that number 69 up, a good wrench up in a second position, up 18 spots from where you finished. You are the biggest mover of the race. Man, talk to us a little bit about your race, because that took some strategy to get that truck up that many positions to finish in second.
Uh, so I actually took my advantage of the qualifying time to actually get some practice laps in because I was having some technical difficulties during practice, and didn't get any practice laps in. So I just made my qualifying laps not count and just ran it out until the time ran out so that I could get a little bit of practice in. But most of it I was actually, I think, learning it a little bit on the long run, and then the pit strategy was kind of strange. We weren't really sure that second to last pit stop that we took tires. We still had, I think, 70 laps or 90 laps. I forget what it was. So that was a little weird on timing there, knowing we only had one set left after that. So I wasn't really sure how we were going to hold up. But actually, I was 20 laps behind on tires, and I still managed to hold out fifth until the next caution. So, yeah, I think by the end of it, we just kind of started to figure it out pretty good, and got some lucky breaks. I was doing better, I think, restarting in third place versus when I was in second place. So I was kind of worried about all the restarts at the end because it kept getting shuffled around, but it worked out all right.
Well, you definitely had some fast trucks behind you, but they didn't have enough laps to get back up towards the front. So you definitely did a good job of holding Cody Brown off and making him finish in a third. But really good job tonight. You got Michigan next week. We're going to take it back to a bigger track. We're going to maybe see some of those long green flag laps that we've seen at other bigger tracks. So how you feeling about Michigan next week?
I don't really know. Michigan's not really a track I've figured out too well, but I mean, I'm not gonna probably be terrible at it, so we'll see. It'll probably be something I pick up during the race again. So it's just kind of how I roll a lot of times.
Absolutely. Well, that Good Wrench Service Plus number 69 was definitely a good looking truck out there with Tasmanian Devil on the hood. And man, welcome to the podium for tonight at Rockingham. It was definitely a tough race, but with those podium finishes, you get to give all the shout outs that you would like to. And the floor is yours whenever you're ready, my friend.
Appreciate it. I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting these. It's nice to watch them back. The Shocker Motorsports guys for hanging out during the race, and then Cody, Chris, guys putting on this league. So it's a fun race.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get down there and celebrate, and then we'll track down our winner. And man, can't wait to see what y'all can do next week at Michigan. You have a good night, and once again, congratulations on that biggest mover and second place.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, so do we have Chase somewhere in the Discord? Yes, there he is in Team 4 Wide. And there he is, Chase Greer. This is Richard, Amanda, and Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Well, doing pretty darn good, and it looks like you are doing pretty darn good too, as you are going to bring a win here at Rockingham, the Rock. You got that number 40 Skittles truck. Actually, you were Mark's pick. He loved your truck, and you put it in victory lane for him. So, man, tell us a little bit about your night. How did those restarts help you? How did leading those restarts help you out? And the floor is yours.
The race, I was just trying to take it easy earlier, try to miss all the early wrecks. Luckily did that. Thought I was going to have a fuel strategy to win, but then cautions kept happening, and then luckily for me, there was 3 or 4 people faster than me, but they kept getting taken out in wrecks. So once I was able to get to the lead and control those, I think last 4 restarts, I felt pretty good that I'd be able to hold it, and then luckily cautions kept coming. But yeah, overall, I think it was a good night. Glad to get the win. Team 4 what?
Absolutely. Team 4 wide definitely needed, as Robert Gray had a little bit of incident, sent him to the back, but luckily he did have that fast repair and he was able to work his way back up to 7. So, a good recovery by Robert Gray. Jack, he was struggling just a little bit, but he was actually a pretty good mover himself in Team 4 wide, up 9 spots. So, great job by the Team 4 wide. Y'all really hung in there, and you brought home that win for the team.
Thanks. And thanks, Mark, for picking me. And I think I got the good mojo because I subscribed to your Twitch right before I started, so I think that's why I won. So
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
That's exactly why you won right there, because
Exactly.
you subscribe to Twitch, so I'm like, oh yeah, he's got colorful, it's food, so he's gonna win, and you won.
There it is.
Well, definitely a good win. We're taking it to Michigan next week. That's going to be a bigger track. That's going to be a place where pit strategies could come to play, as we've seen the long green flag runs, happen on those bigger style tracks. And we've also, pit strategy, teamwork, all that. Will we see that number 40 and Team 4 wide be up towards the front next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think 2-mile tracks like that, we do pretty good, and we usually save our tires. So hopefully we can repeat. And thanks for everybody at Old Glory for putting us on. It was a good night.
Absolutely. Well, we will let you get down there and celebrate. When that wreck happened, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall just to hear your team chat just a little bit. But congratulations on that, and we will talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. You have a good night.
You too. All right, so that is going to conclude our podium finishes here tonight at the Rockingham, North Carolina. So it was a very exciting race. Had definitely quite a few cautions, probably more than everybody wanted to see. Every track has its ups, every track has its downs, but next week is going to be a total different ball game. The race is starting to heat up because you do have the round of 12, and so there are people out there that want to be locked in. So next week you're going to see probably some different strategies going on. Probably not as many wrecks. Might see those see somebody else in victory lane, as it is a team track where teamwork is going to be effective there, especially if you have somebody to draft with, because it is a draft dependent track. But Mark, Amanda, give us your thoughts.
Race, and honestly, I kind of want to see how 4 wide does next week with their drivers and their different strategies, because it seems like they might have a little bit of a different strategy from some of the other racers here. But also Stephen Light is another one to keep an eye on, see how he is going to handle that.
Absolutely. That 97 was pretty quick, and he did show a lot of speed here. And just unfortunate things happen, and we'll see how he does with the bigger track of Martinsville. See if he's got those allies out there to run with him. But that's all for me for tonight. Mark, you got anything?
No, that was a really good race. I didn't expect all the last minute cautions, but that really just it opened my eyes to a whole different strategy of racing, and I kind of like it. So
Absolutely. Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast for tonight. Thank you thank you to everybody that stopped by, joined us, and talking with us in the chats. Commenting on our Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, and just having plain out fun. We love it. We love to see y'all out there. Thanks for everybody that subscribed to the channel, that liked the channel. You know, we can't thank y'all enough. We do this for y'all. We enjoy doing it, and we're going to do it a lot more. We're going to bring some more goofiness to it, probably, if we got nothing else to talk about. But that's going to be all for us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the rest of your work week. Work week is almost done. Friday is almost here, so just hang in there those 3 more days, and it will be here before you know it. And Rudik out there saying thank you. No, thank you. Like I said, we love everybody joining us. If it weren't for y'all, nobody would see our content. But that's going to be it for us tonight. We will catch y'all tomorrow night. We will have the Cup Series, and they are going to be at, where are they at tomorrow? God, too many schedules. Schedules for the Cup Series is Dover. So Dover, the Monster Mile, definitely got to tune in for that. And we're putting the Cup cars back on the short tracks. It's going to be pretty exciting. Chris Isaacs and team have been putting in a lot of time trying to get those setups to be drivable, so we can see these cars be more competitive and maybe see somebody else in victory lane. Definitely got to have some kryptonite for Hervatin out there. I know he's probably out there watching, but hopefully somebody has something for him. He's got a lot of wins. He's a very fast driver. But let's see what happens tomorrow night. So join us tomorrow night at Dover for the Genesis Cup Series. Well, y'all have a good night, and we will catch y'all next time.